PG coordinators, my lecturers, and my colleague. My name is Yusuf Ishaq. I'm here to present my seminar one titled Access and Utilization of Information. Access and Utilization of Information on TextNet for Sustainable Health among the academics in the federal universities in Northwest State, Nigeria. I want to begin by saying that health is one of the most important assets God has blessed us with, without which we cannot survive and live happily in this world. So it is therefore very necessary for us to take care of our health in order to be for a sustainable lifetime. So I want to begin by the focus of my research is on TextNet, information access on TextNet and utilization. So I want to begin by telling you what it is, this TextNet, what it is. So if you can look at the slide. If you can look at the slide, you find out that TextNet can simply be seen or conceived as a posture formed as a result of sitting, standing, improper sitting, standing, walking, or lying down. And some scholars have also said TextNet is an ailment or injury that occurs to someone as a result of excessive use or prolonged doing of anything. It can be manipulating, reading, using your phone, and so on. And if you can look at this image, you find out that there are two people sitting, and the first person that is he's sitting well, and you look at his back and so on, he's sitting straight, so he has a good posture. The majority of us, instead of doing this, we tend to use system where we're sitting like that, and before you know it, develop injury to your back and so your spine, which can lead to headache, neck pain, leg pain, and so on. Then when using your phone, maybe while standing, you find out that this person, majority of us use our phone when our head is down, instead of our head to be straight and so on. It can lead to degenerate into such injury like headache, neck pain, back pain, spinal cord, and so on. When lying down, there are proper posture. Majority of us use a very big pillow. What we should understand is, whenever we are lying or it's whatever you should do, you can't use a pillow that is more than you and so lesser. So your body should be straight at always. You should stand straight. And this can also degenerate into spinal injury, so shoulder injury, and so on. When walking again, you find out that TextNet can also occur when you are not walking straight, you are bending and so on, or you bend forward or backward. And if you have to walk, you have to be straight when walking, and even running. Some people say, I keep doing exercise and whatever, but still my leg is paining me, my head is paining me, and so on. No, it's because you are not following the proper posture in which you are created in. But even though you are standing properly, you don't need to stand more than 4 hours. If you are sitting, even though you are sitting properly, you don't need to sit more than 4 hours, 7 hours. You need to change your position. Then the research is on academics. What are those academic activities that can result to TextNet? And these are a set of academics. The first academics in office. Most of our academics can be in office for 5 hours. Some will even close their door, stay there for 7 hours, 8 hours without coming out. And it can degenerate into such TextNet, headache, neck pain, and so on. That's why when academics are coming out, they will say their head is paining them, neck, and so on. You don't need to stay in your office for more than 3 hours, so you need to come out and take fresh air and so on before you go back. And you can see the academic using the system. She's using her system, and this person she's holding her neck. She has started taking some daily. And academic in lecture, delivering lecture. Some of us do marathon classes and so on for 7 hours and so on, and it will stress you, and it can degenerate. It may degenerate into TextNet again. So look at academic conducting research. Academic can conduct research for more than 5 hours, 7 hours in office, and it can degenerate into TextNet, headache, neck pain, back pain, leg pain, and so on. So this academic has even marked to the extent that he has to sleep. Even in the sleeping, it's not sleeping in the right posture. It can degenerate into neck pain, back pain, headache, neck pain, and so on. Then academic conducting research too. Look at this person. Even though he has his tea taken, but the way he sits and the posture, if he stands like that for more than 4 hours, it can degenerate into neck pain, back pain, headache, leg, and so on. And academic conducting research, the suppressing the screen, even eye pain, it can degenerate into. Now the statement of problem. It has been observed by the researchers that majority of the academics suffers from TextNet. due to the unique nature of the activities that I have shown you. And this can lead to neck pain, as you can see, arm pain, shoulder pain, chronic headache, eye pain, spinal problem, back pain, and even pot belly. So when you sit for a long time after eating, it can lead to pot belly and so on. Information about TextNet has been provided in different platforms like the World Health Organization, the UNICEF, and so on, and even the medical website and so on. But even when we have those information, but still issues regarding TextNet keep increasing. It is on this note that the researcher wants to undertake a research on the access and utilization of information on TextNet among the academics in Federal University in the Northwest State, Nigeria. Several research questions were adopted. We have the courses, the types of information on TextNet, the awareness, extent of awareness, used access to information, media used to access information. We have the extent of utilization, level of satisfaction, then the challenge. Then 6 research hypotheses were raised for the research. Then we have the research objective. Then the literature will be reviewed based on this heading. Methodology. A quantitative research method will be adopted for the study. The reason for adopting the quantitative research method is because the researcher wants to compare across federal universities on their access and utilization of TextNet, or access and utilization of information on TextNet. And you cannot compare without hypothesizing. The only method of research that can give you the avenue for advertising is quantitative research, and that's the reason why the researcher adopted quantitative research. And the next reason for adopting the quantitative research is because the quantitative research given for quantifying data, and when you quantify data, the result will be objective. And when you have an objective result, then you are free from some certain level of biasness. And the other reason why the researcher adopted quantitative research is because the researcher wants to reach a large sample of respondents, and it is only the quantitative research that can give room for that room. Then his design adopted will be cross-sectional survey research design. Then the population consists of 7,150 academics in the 7 federal universities of Northwest State, Nigeria. Professional sample technique would be used, which we have a sample of 216, will be the sample size using the rule of thumb. We say that any population from 5,000 to 10,000, you will take 3%. So I took 3% across the 7 universities. The instrument for data collection is closed-ended questionnaire will be used for the instrument for data collection. Face and content validity was used to validate the instrument. Then the reliability of the instrument, cross-bar alpha reliability test was used. After I collected, I distribute a questionnaire in Federal College of Education area among the academics which I attended. I have to analyze using the cross-bar alpha reliability test. Then I got 0.95, meaning that the instrument is reliable for study, because the law says anything from 0.6 and above is reliable. Then the procedure for data collection, 6 research assistants will be recruited and be trained by the researcher to help in collecting data in the 6 federal universities. One in among the federal universities, the researcher will distribute the questionnaire himself for convenience. Procedure for data analysis, descriptive statistics will be used to analyze the research question, while Kruskal-Wallis test will be used to analyze the hypothesis, meaning that the inferential statistics. The essence of using Kruskal-Wallis was because by the nature of the data, we have the ordinal data there, and we have the other question, which the instrument that will be valid for that to use is the Kruskal-Wallis test. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for keeping time. Who are the internal examiners?
I'm here.
Okay.
you, one is hard. You can see I'm already obeying the laws of the research. I've sat down for some time, so I'm standing now. Because if I'm in a position to this position, I'll change this seat because they are not good enough for us to be sitting down without creating text neck. Anytime I come here for this event, I sit down, I'm not comfortable with this chair because I always need to somehow. So, research is saying even the choice of our furnitures. So I read somewhere saying we should be conscious of the choice of our furnitures. If not, they will create text net for us. All right, Isaac. Congrats for getting to this level. Before we go ahead, I want to ask you a question. What is the difference between text net and techno stress? I want you to give me a very clear, simple, distinguish between these two.
For example, based on the research, based on the literature reviewed by the researcher, it was found that TextNet is a product can be used for related terminology that are related to TextNet element. So, because the researcher focus is not just on the computer aspect, even other aspects that can degenerate into TextNet element. That's why he used choice of use of TextNet was used. But though some scholars will call it TechNet, text and other levels. So based on I adopted the TextNet as a terminology that is beyond, it's more broader. It's not beyond just text.
Than techno stress?
Yes, sir.
Broader than techno stress?
Yes.
Okay. So what is techno stress? What is techno stress?
To my own knowledge, I really don't have an idea of the cause, but I read something that said techno stress is the stress that is related as a result of use of gadgets, specifically of the gadget.
Okay, research. You cannot be conducting research on TechNet and you don't know about techno stress. Because as far as yes, TextNet, that's the word. And you don't know about techno stress. Because techno stress is broader than techno. TextNet is a form of techno stress. That's why I'm asking you this question. So you can't be conducting research on this and you don't know about these two things. Alright? Then your title. You know, my senior colleagues, I am of the school of thought that gone are the days where all this too much details in titles of our thesis and dissertations. You need to go beyond that. So if we go by my view or my opinion, I would suggest that this title should be Access and Utilization of Information on TextNet for Sustainable Health among Academics in Federal Universities. We'll stop there. And utilization of TextNet information for sustainable health among academics in Federal Universities. Or will you stop among academics? We'll stop there. Then in our scope, that's when we trash out exactly where this study is following what universities in one location. That is the global trend that I see in thesis and dissertations now. But when you see in federal universities in Northwest Nigeria, that's my feeling. Then let's go to page 1. And Isaac, are you, what degree are you pursuing? Is it PhD or master's?
Master.
It's master. Yeah, very good. And you have, for proposal, you have 138 pages. 138 pages. Now, I said in your page 1, you are just talking about effects of TextNet. That's just what you are talking about. your page 1 background story. Okay? We're also talking about the effects of TechNet. Your title says access and utilization of TechNet information on sustainable health. So what we expect to see in your background is you should tell us about the key variables of your research, TechNet, access and utilization of health information or something like that. Not just telling us about TechNet, and even the effects of TechNet. No. Alright? Up to the end of the first paragraph in page 3, I said you have just succeeded in talking about medical terms. This is not a medical school, this is a library school. We are doing information on, research on health information behavior. So it is the last paragraph there on page 3 that you succeeded in talking about access and utilization of TechNet. All the remaining pages from the 1 to that point are just talking medical terms, TechNet, because that's not what we are interested in. If I read your background, you should be able to have a picture of what this research is all about, not TechNet. Alright? Then at the end of page 4, the last paragraph here, I circled it and I said, if this is the case, then why the study? There's no need for the study. Read that last paragraph on page 4.
Information on TechNet is essential to the academic sustainable health. If the academics are to sustain their health, they must be informed about the various types of TechNet information and understand the preventive measures to be taken to prevent it. Availability of TechNet information makes it easy for the academic to access and utilize effectively those information. The internet and electronic information function technology (ICT) have improved the dissemination of information on TechNet among the academics. It has made the academics to be aware of the various symptoms of TechNet.
So,
Yes, sorry, can I
let's go and do that. Don't make statements that my guy would say you will be shooting your foot on yourself on the foot. Alright? Huh? So if they are aware the information is available, why are you doing this research? Alright? So, statement of the problem. Page 6. Still emphasizing on the same issue that I mentioned. Alright? Page 6, line 3. You say TechNet which may be due to non-utilization of information provided. That is the kind of statement you use. Yes, that's one.
So, the focus of the research was on measuring
not was.
Okay. And the focus of the research is on the access and utilization. It is assumed that the information is correctly there. And you know about it, but this issue of TechNet is increasing. So we want to measure and see their level of access and utilization. The focus is not on awareness. Because the information needs to be aware.
Do you see the statement? That is what we should see in your statement problem. It's not there. Are you getting the point? Information on TechNet is available, but TechNet's cases persist or is on the rise. Could it be as a result of lack of access to this information? You are now what? Making a point that the problem what exists. In problem statement, one of the critical issues in problem statement is you identify a problem that is known or is persistent. Now in your own case, is a persistent case. So you are not making it known that this case is persisting, even though the information is available. So it could be that access and utilization is an issue. Are you getting that kind of statement you make inside your work? Alright? That's why I say text next, which may be due to non-utilization. I underline that word. That those are the kind of concepts we need to see, not that one in the paragraph I said you should read. All right. Then I don't know like what now. The same paragraph, non-utilized by many academics, serving the responsibility of teaching, learning, research, and community development in universities. Are you getting the point? If you look at what you say, your work is about access and utilization. Now you are saying non-utilization by academics. It means you have already established that they don't use it. I mean, doctor, it means that you have established that they don't use it. Then why do you do the research? You have to be tricky with your words. Alright? Then in the second paragraph of that same page, where you started with, despite the research conducted by scholars on this perspective. Did you see that? There's the second paragraph of page 6. It started with scholars have viewed both. Then there's another sentence that started with, despite the research conducted.
Yes, sir.
That place where you say scholars on this particular issues related to technique continue to increase. I said no, continue to persist. Alright? Showing that the problem is still what? Yeah, despite availability of what? Information. Go to page 7, your research questions. Generally, you overuse this word, the definite article they. You overuse it. If you are making a sentence or statement, let it just flow smoothly, straightforward. Are you getting the point? I have to recast most of your research questions. Before I get there, as far as I'm concerned, you don't need research question 1 and 2. You don't need them. Do you know why? Because the answers to that is already known, is available. Like question 1, you said, what are the causes of technique syndrome among academics? The causes is already known. You have stated it in your background. Are you getting the point? I said already known. Where is it now? Already known answers in background and problem statement. You have already stated it, reported by the literature, what are the causes. So if you go to the field asking people again about what are the causes, what will you find out different from that? Do you understand? Research questions will bring something that is not known. Should bring information about what is not known, not what is known. Okay? Then research question 2 is what type of information are available on TextNet information? TextNet health for sustainable health. You have mentioned the type of information already. It says it's available on by World Health Organization, on databases, on journals, on newspapers, on this. So if you go out, what are you going to find out that is different from that? There is nothing new. Are you getting the point? The essence of the research is to find out something new and then you contribute to the body of knowledge. Don't waste your time with issues. You have 7 research questions, so if those 2 go, that's still fine. You will have 5. Are you getting the point? So because of that, I just cancelled that one out. Then research question 3. I recasted it to read like this. To what extent are academics in federal universities in Northwest Nigeria aware of TechNet's information for sustainable health? Oh my goodness. Okay? I've written it here for you. Then, research question 4. What media are used by academics in federal universities in Northwest Nigeria to access information on TextNet for sustainable health? Research question 5. What is the extent of utilization of TechNet information for sustainable health by academics in federal universities in Northwest Nigeria? Then research question 6. How satisfied are academics in federal universities in Northwest Nigeria with information utilized on TechNet? That's why you say, sure it's not yes. If you just say how satisfy our academics with information on, utilize the techniques information for sustainable health. Very simple, straightforward. So I'll cast that. So you do that for research question 7 also. Okay? So that it will just flow when you are reading it. You don't have to define it. Same thing, your hypothesis. Alright? I have suggested a modification to how you mention the hypothesis from 1 and 2. If you must retain that research question 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 hypotheses are based on that. So I will cancel them like that. Okay? And then the rest, I say it will cast for smooth grammar flow. Alright? Go to page 17 now. Literature review. Are you there? You see, when I calculated the beginning of your literature review, page 17 to 84, to 101, I think. When you started from page 17 to 101, literature review, by the time I calculated it, you had 84 pages for literature review, excluding the references for that chapter. That's why I asked, I say, I give you page. So it gave me a lot of work to read this statistics. And by the time I went to the literature review, you just brought so many things that are not really needed. Making your work possible, so that maybe we will not have time to read it very well, I think. So my advice is that this is your chapter 2. Go and look at it and remove what is removable and leave what is given.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you were suggesting the other time that he removes
Questions
questions
1 and 2. That was automatically trimmed down.
it will remove 2.4 and 3.5.
Too bulky with so many things that I just feel that are not interesting. So because of that, I just went straight to chapter page 76. Empirical review. So just look at those pages and figure out what you do not. I just do unnecessary things. Alright? Now, when I looked at the literature review, I went to page 77. After looking at what you I said, how does this deviate from your study? When you review an empirical literature, generally in any literature you review, you tell us how it deviates from your own study and how your own study would fill that gap that it deviates from. Are you getting the point? So I now made a comment at the end of page 7. I said, how does it deviate from yours?
Yes, I mentioned it there.
You mentioned it there.
Yes, in page 77, the first paragraph. I said
You said the first paragraph.
Yes.
Now, wait now. After the first paragraph, you now mention another word. Martina Miracle.
Yes,
You did not say how it debates. That's why I said how it debates. And for all the others, it's only that first one that you mentioned how it debated. Are you getting the point? All the rest of the empirical review, there's nothing about how it debates. Are you getting it? On page 79, I read it to that page and I said how. How does it debate? You only did it for chapter 1. You are trying to do abracadabra for us. You mentioned in the first one, and then we assume that it's like that. But I went through all the rest, it's not like that. Okay? So state it how they debated. Since this is a character. Then let's go to page 88 now. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now hold that page and open page 6.
I understand, sir.
Oh, you understand?
Yes.
So, what is the problem?
understand?
Yes,
Hmm? Okay, what is there is that is an exact repetition referred to the last paragraph of page 6 of your problem statement. What you have in that paragraph is exactly what you have in the last paragraph of your problem statement. It shouldn't be so. Are you getting the point? Stop. And then I made a general comment there. I said, even though your study is on text next, that's at the end of the empirical review now. I said, even though your study is on text next, could you reduce or avoid two technical literatures which are more to the core of health and medicine related? Are you getting the point? So that the empirical review will be more relevant. In essence, what I'm saying is that a lot of the literatures you have cited in the empirical review are more addressing health and medical related issues, even though we know text next is health related. Are you getting the point? But you should domesticate it to your own area that you are doing the research. For instance, the last literature you reviewed, I think, on page 87, if Jogoro 2020, do you see it? Yes, the last paragraph.
Yes, sir.
Jogoro 2020. If it's possible, those are the kind of literatures that you bring for us under your program.
Sorry, sir, there is no literature. Most of that is even the gap that we identify. Because, yeah, to do my best of the researchers' review of knowledge. That is what informed the research to undertake research. Because that's the gap. Most of the literature we work from a medical perspective. I will find that there is no literature from information perspective. And that's what informs us to undertake research.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got it. It's there. Yeah, it's on the summary of the reviews.
Okay? So, even that is the case, can you water down the medical jargons and terminologies and empirical view? Listen, what I expect you to see is somewhere I noticed on the empirical review. Just tell us the title, the problem, the methodology, and then the findings. Do you understand? Under the medical review, instead of bringing those long technical why. It's not our business here. Are you getting the point? So it addressed this methodology was used, this were the findings, this is how it deviated from my own study, and then my study will address it from that. That's for each empirical review. It will be more straightforward for people to read and understand. When you're bringing even the hypothetical analysis, the results. Then you go to 89, sorry, theoretical framework. The first sentence there, you said the theoretical framework for this study was based on, I say will be based on, okay, because this work is still ongoing. Then you say you are using theoretical model of health behavior. Oh?
Yes, sir.
The constructs are decisional balance, processes, stages of change, and self-efficacy. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, yes, it is. But the construct used for the research on this stages of change, which is the first construct for the because it's transtheoretical. It keeps developing. But the one that is more related to research is the stages of change, which has to do with the contemplation.
I understand. So out of the transtheoretical theory, you took the theory of change and then the sub-constructs of the theory of change is what they are using for this research.
Yes, sir.
Go to page 98. You have a subheading on page 96 says how the trans-theoretical model of behavior change was applied to a study. And the study is the one that is titled Exploring the Impact on Health Information on Stress. Why do you have that heading, that title bold?
Okay, I just review a study that used the theory.
Yes.
in the
What you do is that you say you say a study was conducted titled this by this author. Alright? Not that you put it in heading. This heading is looking as if it's part of the heading of that 2.1.2.
Alright,
Okay?
yes, sir.
Now, after reading all through to the page 98, I said you only succeeded in reporting the findings and analysis, not how it was applied. That's what you succeeded in doing. You reported the findings and the analysis, greater than, less than. It's not what you are interested in. Are you getting the point?
Yes,
like I said, you have told us the title. You tell us what's the problem you try to address. Are you getting the point? Tell us the research questions. And let's see how the constructs were applied in the research questions. Kagani, that is how you have showed us that it was applied. And then the methodology, how it was applied in the methodology. That's how you, but you just reported the findings and the analysis. The analysis and the findings. And you said you have told us how it's applied. I have not seen how it's applied there. I didn't see where you say the constructs were used in this research question. No. Kagani, I'm
Yes,
waiting for you here. Huh?
Yes,
Constructs use research questions with the constructs and then the findings. Then go to page 99. Key constructs that you identified for the study from the stages of what do you call it?
Yes, pages of change.
You identified 6 sub-constructs. 4?
Yes, sir.
4. But you are using only 4 out of the 6. Why?
Yes, because the 4 I'm using, they are directly related to my title, research questions, objective, even the review and so on. For example, awareness, why Prochaska called it contemplation, which is awareness. Then access, it's called it preparation. Then action is realization. So they are related directly to my research question. That's why I.
Not that they are related. You use the concept to remove your research question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay?
Sorry.
So you just say that you found out of the 6 sub-functions that the 4 are most suitable for the purpose of this research.
Yes.
You state it there. Okay? So, go to page 101. The last sentence of page 101. Sorry, the last sentence of first paragraph, page 101. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
In addition, most of the studies in the week focus on neck pain, neglecting the other types of techniques, and the majority of the articles in this area of opinion paper. You have to be responsible for every word and statement you make in your research work. I disagree. It's not true. My dog, did you see the literature that you reviewed? How many opinion papers did you see there?
The issue
It's hard.
listen, it's hard. Do you know the part of your literature review that you summarize here? It is the empirical studies. And you are telling us your empirical studies are opinion papers?
Sorry, sir. The one I said opinion, like what you said, that I review more empirical from medical perspective. I was saying here now, most of the literature available that is somehow related, not too medical. They are more of opinion. For example, if you go to see opinion, but empirical studies are more from the medical aspect. And that's the reason why I do not review most of the information from medical person in empirical study, because there is no literature there.
Sir, you are doing an empirical study. You have an empirical data. Please, that statement should go. Just take it.
No take, sir.
Because throughout your decision reviews, empirical studies that you draw for, so don't bring issue of opinion papers.
All right, sir.
I've told you to put down the chapter 2, no?
Yes, sir.
And move on to the necessary list. And go to page 100 page 121. Page 121, are you there? That's the research method. Go to page 128. Are you there? Alright. That first sentence there is not required. Are you getting the point? Let it go. Just tell us that 6 research assistants will be under procedure for data collection.
Correct.
6 research assistants will be used, blah 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 blah. And I've corrected some of the grammar there for you. Alright? Zaria, comma, where the researchers will pass, the researcher, you said the researcher will personally share the retrieved. How can you share retrieved questionnaire? Retrieved. Are you getting the point? So you are not sharing, you are administering. I've corrected it here. So the researcher, where the researcher, you said except ABU Zaria. So where the researcher will personally administer and retrieve, not retrieve, okay, and retrieve the copies of questionnaire himself, full stop, remove that ABU Zaria that you have an end there. Okay? Where the researcher will personally administer and retrieve the copies of questionnaire himself. She can do. Then 3.8, procedure for data analysis. You said frequency count and percentage will be used, I got correct, used instead of used, to analyze research question. Look at it. To analyze research, you said question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. How many are there? So that place should be what? Should be questions. Alright? Then, and the benchmark will be 50% and above. Benchmark for what?
For decision.
For decision or analysis. Alright? So I put benchmark for analysis or benchmark for decision analysis. Alright? Then go to page 131. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
131. Number 4. Item number 4.
Yes, sir.
It says agree, not agree. What is that?
Yes. Before I wrote this thing, because I have even to undergo data analysis program and so on. When you are to test such data on expresses, in your mind you need to make it based on the meaning that you need to get it to your mind that what are you testing it into. meaning people that tick and people that cross it. It has to be based on not that showing when.
My issue is that there's nothing like not agreement. English one is disagree. Again, it's like we don't say agree and not agree. Agree or disagree. Okay? Then 132, item 9. You say repetitive stress on neck caused by forward bending of cervical spine in downward position. Rather, it should be caused by forward bending, not forwarding. Item 9 now. Page 132. Item 9, page 132. Repetitive stress on neck caused by forward bending, forward bending. Then item 10. Spending majority of everyday life on smart gadgets. How about this? Spending majority of everyday life. Does this sound well? Huh? Spending most of one's time daily on smart gadgets. Have you gotten that? Spending most of one's time on smart gadgets instead of spending majority of everyday life on smart gadgets. Then item 14, we say body dehydration. It's just dehydration. Okay? Item 17, spending excessive time researching. I feel you should be spending lots of time researching. Alright? Then item 18, lack of adequate and efficient sitting facilities. No, lack of adequate and comfortable. I'm complaining that this chair is not comfortable. But when I sit to read from it, it's not comfortable. It's not efficient. Then item 15 on 133. Page 133 now, item 15. Are you there? Information on pain, on eye pain. Information on eye strain. The eye strain. Okay? Item 17. You have information on bad posture, slouching, hunching over, having one's neck. How one is spelled there is not correct. It should be one with an apostrophe S. One. Possessive, showing possession. Okay? Then sticking out. It's not sticking out, it's stick out. Having one's neck stick out. Okay? Then item 19. You have information on body maintenance, exercise, nutrition, hydration, sleep, stress management. And have stress management here, repetition. Remove one of them. Then 134, item 7. Page 134, item 7. Are you there? Television vision. Are you talking about vision or television? Which one? Item 7. Then go to the 138 appendix 2.
Yes, sir.
Number of items, you say how many?
It's 10.
Look at page 138. Under reliability, it's not 138. Go back. 141. Come and get that.
Those are the expenses from here to school. Because this is how to be here. We are all just that this is how to be.
So this is the output SPSS.
It's not so. Yeah.
So,
No, but
IPSS.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, still number of items of the questionnaire that is here. If it says 138, it means on the questionnaire is 138. Just go and reconcile.
Alright.
Because why I said so, go, you see, under section A of the questionnaire, institution is